Hello to everyone. Thank you all for joining me at this time. My name is Shavi Zane, and I'm coming on to bring a message on behalf of Shanquella Robinson. I'm going to be doing a reading to pick up on the energy of what took place with her around the time of her death. Now, obviously, this is me picking up on energy, so I cannot say that anything that comes out in this reading is factual, okay? So I just want to put that disclaimer out there. Now, many of you all know that initially when I started this channel, I did many investigative readings behind mysterious deaths of, various young people. And one of the reasons why I pulled back from doing that is because it can get intense emotionally when you're tapping into that type of energy. And so I decided to remove myself from doing that, but there's something about this particular case right here that just keeps on, it keeps nagging at me. I've avoided looking at much of the media surrounding the case, but it still pops up in my feed. And then sometimes she comes through in my mind. And I've had a few people sending me emails, messages, asking me about doing this. And I was just like, no, 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 I'm not going to go back and dive into that type of energy. But I strongly feel that Shanquella Robinson needs a voice and that she wants her truth heard. Like I said, I can't say anything here is factual, but we're going to dive into the energy of what took place around the time of this trip to Mexico and what happened during the time that Shanquella Robinson lost her life. So just a quick little briefing in terms of who Shanquella Robinson is. She died on October 29th, 2022, recently, okay? 25 years old. She went to college at Winston-Salem State University, and she ended up traveling to Mexico with some friends who also attended that college with her. So there's a few things that happened here. She ended up going out there, and a day later, she was barely there for 24 hours and ended up losing her life. Initially, the reports were saying, or the friends said, that she had alcohol poisoning and that they called in a doctor to come and do some medical work on her while she was there. The doctor attempted to, suggested that they have her, that they send her to a clinic to have more medical or care done, and the friends refused and asked the doctor to perform the care there, where the doctor said after a few hours of monitoring her, she ended up having a seizure and died of a heart attack. This is what was initially said. Now, later on down the line, moving into the autopsy report, it's been found that the autopsy report lists that the cause of death was a severed spinal cord and trauma to the neck. And there was no mention of alcohol poisoning in this specific autopsy report. So that leaves some question marks, right? Shanquella Robinson was pretty well established. She was a very beautiful, melanated woman, young, and it looked like she was really going the distance. She had her own business called Exquisite Babies, where she did children's hair, as well as Exquisite Boutique, where she sold clothing and different items of that nature. And so she ended up taking this trip out to Mexico with a group of people. I have 5 people here: Khalil Cook, Malik Dyer, Winter Donovan, Elise Hyatt, Dejanay Jackson, and Nazir Wiggins. So that looks like about 6 people there. Now, specifically, Dejanay Johnson is the one who was caught on video. Many of you have seen the video of Shanquella Robinson being attacked and beaten by this particular individual, this being. I don't even want to call her a woman, this being, because Shanquella was not fighting back. She was completely naked while her friends stood around videotaping, watching her be assaulted by this individual, Dejanay Jackson. And later on, it came out that also the friend Winter Donovan had picked her up. From what I understand, she picked her up and threw her up against a wall. So this woman was attacked here. They're now saying that they want to charge someone with femicide. Femicide? I've never heard of that before. Femicide, obviously, that is a term used when a woman is killed for being a woman, which I'm not exactly sure how they tied this into the case, being that she was being assaulted by women. I'm not sure what that means. You know, it's kind of raising eyebrows in terms of all of these things that's coming out surrounding this case. So let's get right into the energy, okay? So I have a few decks that I'm going to pull. First card coming out is House. I'm going to be clarifying these cards as we go along. Just picking up on the energy. Let me see. Let me be more specific. Let me start again. I want to look into the reason for the trip. Why did she take this trip? Okay, I have a few questions that I did write down so that I can stay on track here. Why was the trip planned in the first place? Now, obviously, Shanquella Robinson more than likely took the trip because she wanted to have a good time, but there was a mastermind behind it all because it just seems like it was a setup here. So this is what we have. We have occupation and false person. So she ended up taking this trip. Maybe she thought that it was somebody that she might have had a business connection with, you know, maybe wanting to come up with some sort of business plan or business idea. But you see here, we have false person. Two people here wearing a mask, a male and a female. The female is standing out even more so as if she's the mastermind behind all of it. And she's covering her face up. There's something that she does not want you to see, as well as this male back here. Something is not right about this. Somebody was planning this, you know, they definitely planned this. And I see these two people here, false people, male and female. Let me clarify false person. Now, this is why the trip was planned. False person. Somebody was planning something here. And there's fire here in the background. So you know that they planned to do something destructive here. And they wanted to get away with it. False person. Yeah, expectation. Bottom of the deck, we have community. So there's something going on here surrounding this community of people. They were planning something here. Okay, false people had some ill intentions behind the scenes that they wanted to keep hidden. So there's multiple people involved, obviously, community, as well as expectations. So somebody was expecting something. Right behind that, we have unexpected income. So let me see. This community of people was expecting something to happen on this trip and they planned this, okay? It's almost as if with this occupation card coming out next to false person, it's almost as if this was their job, like they was paid to do this. I want to clarify these cards. So let's see what this is all about. What is occupation? House is here again. Occupation is house again. What is occupation? Mature man, and community is at the bottom of this deck. I have two of the same deck, so community is here twice. Mature man, occupation is clarified. So there is an older man involved in this. Something to deal with a home and a community of people here. So let's keep going. I'm going to clarify community. Community is unexpected income. So this community of people was expecting some sort of unexpected income to come in. The trip was planned because there was a false person involved in this, but there's multiple people involved in this. It's not just one. You see two people already in this card, and then you have community coming out twice. They expected something. What did they expect? Some unexpected income to come in as a result of this trip. So I'm just trying to figure out, was it a business trip? Because if there was nothing involved concerning money, then why was they expecting money as a result of this trip? What was supposed to happen on this trip that would bring unexpected income? That's the question at hand here. What is unexpected income? Unexpected income is clarified by sudden wealth. So this trip, what was the reason for this trip? Okay, got wealthy man at the bottom of the deck here. Definitely somebody was expecting some money. So we have a trip that's planned. A community of people is involved here expecting something. What was they expecting? Unexpected income, sudden wealth to come as a result of the trip. So what kind of business trip was this where they was expecting money unless there's more? So we're going to get to the bottom of this, y'all. You all already know. Y'all know where this is going. Y'all know where this is going. Many of you have great intuitions, and I'm telling you, I already suspected it. I already knew it, but I'm just going to let the energy speak, and I'm just going to be the vessel to speak on behalf of Shanquella Robinson. So let's just clarify these cards here. We're going to look into more about this community and see what comes out. Children. Community deals with children. You know, occupation is here. You know, I feel like this is Shaquilla's energy. I feel like this is Shaquilla's energy. She was a hard worker. She put a lot of energy into those things that she was embarking on. She specifically had a boutique called Exquisite, what is it called? Exquisite Babies, okay? So when I see children, this clarifying community, I'm feeling like this group of people understood that Shanquella, she had built an empire, something that had great potential. And they knew that if Shanquella lost her life, more than likely that business would receive some sort of donations. It would receive some sort of financial upgrade. And this community of people would be able to benefit from what Shanquella had invested her hard-earned time, money, and energy into, burning the midnight oil to work on this, perfecting this, putting all of her hard work into this. There's a mature man involved here. We're going to look into this mature man, but I feel like this community of people, they was watching her, and they recognized that she had created and built something great, not just for the Exquisite Babies hair salon, but also for the exquisite boutique that she had. Because remember, she was also selling clothing at the Exquisite Boutique. Okay, so they recognized that she had strong potential here. Let me just keep going. Oh my goodness. Tell me about the false person. We're going to look into the false person here. False person is clarified by sacrifice you. So we still on the first question. First question, y'all already knew this was coming. You knew it was coming. They did this to sacrifice Shanquella. She was sacrificed, okay? False person was involved here. We already have two people in this picture, but we also have community coming out twice. So there was many people involved in the sacrifice of Shanquella. The trip was planned with the expectation of sacrificing this young lady for sudden wealth, unexpected income, wealthy man. People were expecting to get wealthy off of her death, a house. I don't know if Shanquella had her own home, if she had purchased her own home. I don't know that much about her, personally. But people, they planned this trip with the expectation of receiving sudden wealth as a result of her death. This false person, I'm also picking up that this false person was specifically a male and a female who were potentially lovers. That male that's back there might have been close to Shanquella, who actually convinced her of taking this trip. And this false female up here, the lady in red, I feel was probably having intercourse with this male that's in the background here. But both of them had wicked intentions, okay? Both of them did. She has her mouth covered with this fan, so she's in this energy of, I'm not going to tell. And then his eyes are covered. And so he's in this energy of, I never saw anything. I never saw anything. Somebody is playing as if they saw nothing. And the other is in this position where they're saying, I did nothing. Something is not right here. Something is not right here. So I'm going to clarify this false person again. Look at this, y'all. Conspiracy. This false person, they planned this the whole time. The trip was planned because they were going to sacrifice her. It was planned to sacrifice her because they knew that Shanquella had created something great. And this community of people had expectations that upon her losing her life, they would receive some money as a result of it. So let me clarify mature man. Who is this mature man? This mature man is clarified by house again. So this mature man has something to do with a home. Let me clarify. What is this house card that keeps coming out here? Unless this is someone that was in her home. Death. Oh, at the bottom of the deck it says he knows. So this mature man knows about her death. This is an older man. Mature man is always an older man. This someone is old and gray, well studied, probably well traveled. He knew about this. Okay? He knew about this. Maybe he stands to receive something surrounding this home. It is something going on here. He knows. Okay, inheritance is here right at the bottom. Inheritance, and he knows. This mature man is aware of the conspiracy surrounding the death of Shanquella Robinson, as well as these false persons in this community of people. There's multiple people that was well aware of the fact that this was, in fact, a sacrifice. Okay? So let's move into the next question here. Because it's so much. Actually, you know what? Yes, because wealthy man, they understood somebody was anticipating that they would become wealthy as a result of this. This whole community of people was anticipating receiving lots of money as a result of this. And as you all know, generally when things like this happen and it gets televised and there's not a lot of details behind it, there's lots of donations that come through. There's lots of, sometimes there's even celebrities that donate X amount of money. And so it ends up being a whole lot of money that gets accumulated just from the support that's given by those who are donating. But that's not even including the potential life insurance that could have been involved, her business assets, what she accumulated financially while she was, in fact, while she was here putting in all of this work, working on her boutique and doing children's hair at her salon. Lots of money involved, okay? I read something along the lines of her boutique, the children's exquisite babies. There was a donation of well over $300,000 towards that specific boutique. And remember, what came out over unexpected income was community and children. So, anytime someone is doing something for children, there is the society has like a soft heart when it comes to things like that, and likely will contribute largely financially towards situations where it's concerning children, businesses that's catered to children and things of that nature. These people knew this. They planned this. So that's only $300,000. That's $300,000 towards that. Imagine, I also heard, I believe a celebrity ended up, if I'm not mistaken, I believe they said it was Kyrie. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below, that Kyrie actually donated well over $60,000. And then that, like I said, is much more involved here. So we're talking about already $500,000. And that's probably on the low end, okay? So these people, they planned this. So the next question is the intentions of the so-called friends. So let me pull from my deck here. What was the intention of these friends for taking this trip with Shanquella? Why? What was this trip all about? What was the friends' intentions? This deals with money. They was waiting on something, okay? They was waiting on something. Maybe something was moving too slow for them. It could have definitely been that they was waiting on this money to come in here, okay? The intentions of the friends was to create a narrative that brought death, and they would patiently wait on this money to come through. What was the intentions of the friends for taking this trip with Shanquella Robinson? This was a sacrifice. Seven of Swords, deception, okay? They was planning something. This is the thief card also, okay? We're going to clarify this and see what this is all about. They knew that Shanquella had something great, and she was anticipating to be able to receive a large inheritance as a result of what she was working on, whether it was accumulating over time, just from her putting in all of this hard work here, but they knew that money would be coming in, so they planned this trip. They was being very deceptive and sneaky. Look at how they looking back, because see, they knew that she was going places. They came in. That's a thief, okay? That's the card of theft. What was the first? Magician in the reverse, y'all. Manipulation, okay? The cards are flying out fast, okay? Shanquella Robinson wants her truth spoken. She wants her truth spoken. Magician in the reverse is energetic manipulation. I'm strongly picking up that this was someone, they also did dark magic here. Dark magic was also done here. Let me clarify the magician in the reverse. They manipulated her. They knew what they planned on doing here. Something very wicked surrounding money, for sure. Magician in the reverse is the King of Swords in the reverse. This is someone who is a liar, okay? Someone who is a liar. They're very cutthroat. They're heartless, abusive. There was a male presence here. Of course, there's many females here, and there's an older man involved in this as well, who has some sort of affiliation with a home. Whether this is someone who lives in her home, I feel like it could definitely be an older man who she was strongly connected to, because the older man is above community, which deals with family, people that you know in your intimate circle, okay? It says specifically when we clarified what's going on with this older man, it says he knows. And what does he know? The death card came out. He knows about the death. He knew that this was being planned. He knew about the conspiracy to end Shanquella Robinson's life. The friends planned on stealing from this woman, taking from this woman. Let me clarify, what is the Seven of Swords? What is the Seven of Swords? Look at this, y'all. Seven of Swords is clarified by the Tower and the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles deals with holding on to money. The Four of Pentacles deals with selfishness, holding something, trying to keep something close to your chest, though. The Tower. This is what is clarifying the Seven of Swords, okay? The deception and the thievery, they came in to steal. They created this tower moment. They knew this was going to happen. Look at that. Right behind that is the Six of Pentacles. All these pentacles coming out. This was about money, y'all. And somebody was going to distribute it to those people who willingly participated in this, okay? There was a mastermind behind this, but there was multiple people who was on board with it because their main concern in their wickedness was financial gain. We're going to pray. We're going to put out there the intentions that the highest form of righteous judgment comes down upon the heads of every last person that was involved in this situation, known and unknown, and that all things hidden will be revealed, and that the highest form of justice will be served on behalf of Shanquella Robinson. This right here was a complete setup. And most people are well aware of it just based off of what is seen. It was so messy. And so it was just done in such a messy manner. But see, the fact of the matter is you got a whole community of people that was working together. And I never feel that when things like this happen, there's people behind the scenes that you don't see that have done this before. people who have positions of authority that are also involved in these sacrifices and allow these things to take place, where they come back and say, well, there's not sufficient evidence to put this person behind bars or put that person behind bars, but this was a whole group of people and they going down for it, okay? Shanquella Robinson wanted her truth to be spoken. Courthouse, what I tell you. It's always others involved who are in a position of so-called authority. So let me see, what is courthouse? Why is courthouse coming out here? Millions. Millions. So it's a lot of money involved in this, y'all. This goes well beyond the donations that you have heard about. It's a lot of money involved in this, and that's why you have so many people that was willing to do this, because they knew, they felt that the money, the green paper that they would receive, was more valuable than the life of this young woman. And because of this, they're going to suffer. They think that their money is going to be enough to buy them a pass towards a happy and peaceful life. But what they're going to find out very soon is that they have paid the price for their own demise. Because this right here was planned against this young woman who was doing nothing but focusing in on doing those things that she loved. And she got herself caught up with some people who didn't give a damn about her. They put a price on her head, and they was willing to sacrifice her for the sake of taking everything that they possibly could as a result of their wicked ass intentions, their wicked actions. And whoever this mature man is, let me find out more about this mature man. Because see, he looks real innocent, largely because he's well studied. So that means he's highly intellectual, and all of these things, well traveled. What is going on with this mature man who knows about what happened? This mature man might have been the mastermind behind this as well. Judgment. This mature man, look, the truth is down here. He knows the truth about what happened, and he's facing judgment day. This mature man is about to face heavy, heavy judgment. Look at that. It's over. It's over. So this is fair warning. It's people out here, it's some snakes that's operating in this world, okay? We got beautiful things happening. There's a polarity to everything, and that's why I try to keep things light. But the fact of the matter is, these types of things are happening, and they can no longer be hidden. Even those who are losing their lives are finding a way to come through and to, speak through vessels such as myself to make sure that their message is heard so that they can find peace on the other side, and so that they can move into the next season of their existence, okay, the next phase of their evolutionary process. But see, to be taken out like this, and to have so many people that surrounding the situation keeping a hush mouth, thinking that they're going to be able to just get away and just fly away with a bunch of money and go splurge and spend, every last one of these people are facing their own doom, because judgment day is here. The truth is being exposed. And even when you don't listen, these people don't believe in the Most High God, but they're about to find out real soon. So the courthouse is here. I'm going to pull another card for courthouse. We already had millions come out. Family secrets is here. Something ain't right. Family secrets is here. Something ain't right. What's going on with these family secrets? The hangman. Hangman. Okay, this is sacrifice. The family secrets is that there's people here. She might have had people in her own family that was willing to sacrifice her. Okay, because there's something about this mature man that I'm not meshing with this. But what I have here is the Empress. The Empress. Now I feel like she was definitely the Empress for sure, but and she had a strong potential. Because, see, a lot of people look at her and they say, okay, well, she was dressing like this and like that. She was drinking. She still was in her karmic energy for sure. But she was rising up. She was very young entrepreneur. At the age of 25, she had done some great things. and she got mixed up with the wrong types of people. I feel like she had not found her full identity, and she was still in the process of waking up. She was taken out before she had the opportunity to awaken. Let me look into more of the family secrets. Knight of Wands. Somebody was taking fast action here. Fast action here. They needed to move fast. There may have also been some, the Moors involved. If somebody might have had some sort of affiliation with, specifically, it could have been Moors involved, but it could also have been like, societies, like secret societies type of deal involved in this. Let me clarify Moors involved. So this deals with family secrets, though. So yeah, it could have definitely be some people in the family that had some contractual agreements with low vibrational cults, and had to, were willing to do a sacrifice for the sake of financial gain. They do it all the time out here. And this is why they're getting ready to receive a lot of karma. Okay, Judgment Day. This says betrayal. The more is involved, this deals with betrayal. Some strong betrayal that happened here. Keep you stuck is coming out here. They had to take fast action because I feel like somebody might have owed something here. This mature man was involved. I feel like this mature man has something to do with it, where he was involved with this community of people. He might have been doing things behind the scenes for a long time, involved with whatever this cult, this group of people was here. So he was willing to make the sacrifice. I feel like he was a strong part of the mastermind behind this. And these false friends, these false people right here, was the ones that surrounded Shanquella in order to lure her in. Okay, she was already surrounded by a ton of wolves, is what I'm picking up here. And she didn't even know it. She had no idea, largely because there was also energetic manipulation happening with dark magic here. A lot of jealousy is what I'm picking up on too. But there was many people who stood to gain something, at least they thought, okay? So the Chariot is in the reverse. Six of Swords. Somebody is stuck here. Somebody is not able to move forward. They're attempting. Somebody wants to run. They're attempting to run. They're trying to come up with some sort of new idea. Yeah, they're trying to move real fast here. Somebody is attempting to run. They're trying to come up with some sort of new idea so that they can get out of Dodge, but it's not going to happen. Someone's success was at risk here, and this is one of the reasons why they decided to sacrifice her as well. They came up with this idea to have her travel because they understood that the jurisdiction or the laws would be, I feel like the way that they planned it is they understood that Mexico and the United States, because of the relationship and because if a homicide it takes place outside of the U.S., that there will be only but so much that could be done in terms of them being able to create a case here or to apprehend those people that was involved. And so someone thought that they was smart. They thought that they could outsmart the system, right? But they thought that they could outsmart the Most High God first and foremost. We have here, why was she assaulted? Let's just see what took place. Because I can only imagine that Shanquella Robinson, in her mind, she had to have been thinking like, what turned? What happened? What actually brought about this turn of events? Because strong energy of, I also saw the slander card. They might have been saying things about her, but what happened? I'm going to put these cards back. This was a setup. Y'all know this, okay? This was a setup because this woman had a great potential. She had built something great here, and they decided to sacrifice her. They did not see the value in her life. They saw the value in some paper. And now they have sacrificed themselves as a result of it, because Shaquilla's truth is going to come out either way. Even if this judicial system does not do their part to make sure that every single person that was involved is apprehended, the Most High God and the spiritual warriors in the spiritual realm are going to make sure that they suffer. They're going to suffer hard, and they're going to suffer long. And it's not just going to be in this lifetime, because these types of things cannot continue. So I want to look into, why was she assaulted? Because specifically the person who assaulted her in the video is this being by the name of Dejanay Jackson. There's definitely some contracts involved here. There's some people who was involved in some cults, secret societies behind the scenes here. They had a contractual agreement to sacrifice someone, and they chose Shanquella because they understood her value. There was a price on her head, okay? So I'm just shuffling a few decks to see why she was assaulted. And we don't want to leave out the other person, Winter Donovan, who was also present, where I'm hearing that she, after the fight happened, she took Shanquella and threw her up against a wall. Okay, so why was Shanquella Robinson assaulted? Four of Pentacles. I'm just going to pull a few cards, because that's dealing with money once again. Why was she assaulted? Because she didn't see it coming. If she saw it coming, if she was anticipating that she was going to get into a fight, she would not have been butt naked. Completely naked. She wasn't even partially dressed. The woman was completely naked. So she had no idea what was coming. Why was she assaulted? These cards are flying. Look at this, y'all. The Lovers. The Lovers and Temperance. So something was going on. I told y'all that false person with that man that came out. I'm going to clarify it. Why was she assaulted? Why was Shanquella Robinson assaulted? That false person, that woman with that man that was wearing the mask. I strongly feel, look at this. It's at the bottom of the deck, okay? You can't make this type of stuff up. This woman right here and this man, it was something going on here that somebody was keeping close to their chest about this relationship, okay? And they knew that Shanquella, she was trying to maintain her emotional balance. Shanquella had a really good heart, I feel. I feel like she really had a good heart, and she was the type of person that tried to maintain peace. She did not want to bring any drama or chaotic energy into her life. She didn't even want to fight in the video. You saw that. And so there was an expectation that this female had here. False person. Let me clarify. Why was she assaulted? House. House. This house keeps coming out. Why was she assaulted? Somebody knew that they was going to receive something. They was keeping this close to their chest. They was keeping this love affair close to their chest. Now, I'm not 100% sure if any of the men or the boys that was there with Shanquella Robinson was her lover or boyfriend. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to look into that. But I feel like there was another affair that was happening if she was with one of them, where someone else was involved. And they was keeping it close to their chest here. Toil and labor, okay? The Lovers, toil and labor, family room. I don't know if she worked with one of these people. There was some sort of secret here, though, with the family room. House, something was happening in the house. Somebody was keeping this close to their chest. Main male. There was definitely a main male involved in this pathway. The assault happened because of this main male. Lovers. Look at this betrayal. Strong energy of betrayal that was taking place here, okay? This main male betrayed her. I feel like Shanquella had expectations that she was going to heal something with someone, but this main male, there was a secret here about a love affair that was happening between him and a false person, a so-called a false friend of Shaquilla's that was involved in this trip here. So I want to speak specifically, why did Dejanay assault Shanquella? The Empress and the Page of Cups. I'm just wondering, was there something involving a pregnancy here? But if it wasn't something involving a pregnancy, I just feel like the Empress is very beautiful, okay? And I already picked up that this was a strong energy that Shanquella was giving off here, even though she still had work to do. She, compared to the people that she was around, she was certainly an Empress, okay? And so the Page of Cups is here. There could have been someone who made a pass at her, someone who was very attracted to her, who admired her. And so this thing here, Dejanay, she knew that someone was interested in Shanquella, and she was jealous of that. She was jealous of that. Yeah, so she planned this. Yeah, the Empress is here at the bottom of the deck again. She planned this. This was a planned attack by Dejanay Jackson, because see, she was weighed down with something here. She was heavily weighed down. Something was burdening her here. I think what was burdening her the most was that Shanquella was like, she was in her abundance. The girl was doing great, okay? She was doing very well for herself. And this is someone who's very beautiful. They're poised. They have it together. They're entrepreneurs, okay? They're very creative. She was burdened by this. And I feel like this Dejanay may have been the one who was having the affair with whoever Shanquella may have been dealing with. If she had someone on the trip, I'm going to go and look back and see if I can find something. If you all know, please leave it in the comments below in terms of whether or not Shanquella had someone there who she might have been romantically involved with on the trip. Because I feel like this Dejanay was very burdened by this. She was keeping this close to her chest. But this was bigger than, yeah, this was bigger than just her though, and her jealousy. She just so happened to be the perfect person to use to create this, to wreak this havoc in Shanquella's life and to cause the injuries and the assault to her, largely because she already carried this jealousy towards her anyway. She wanted to betray her because she was heavily burdened by the accomplishments of this young woman. And so the tower is here. Why did she assault her? Because she wanted to bring this tower. She wanted to bring destructive energy because she did not like the amount of attention that Shanquella would receive, okay? So I feel like lots of people would, she received a lot of attention. I don't know a lot about her social media, but she must have had a lot of people, because to be this beautiful, and I already seen pictures of the woman, she was very beautiful, and so a lot of people admired her, and so they planned this. Both of these cards deals with planning. Many people, this Dejanay Jackson planned this with other people in order to bring this assault down on Shanquella, okay? And I feel like it may have even been a rumor, like they might have slandered her name and said that Shanquella had messed with Dejanay's boyfriend in order to create a scenario, a narrative to bring this assault down on her, because I feel like it took her by surprise. It took Shanquella by surprise. She had no idea, because We're talking about within 24 hours, this woman lost her life. Within 24 hours, this fight broke out. So if prior to taking this trip, if there was any type of energy that did not feel right or where they had gotten into it, I just don't believe Shanquella would have taken this trip with them if she felt that anyone had ill feelings towards her, especially if it was something surrounding rumors of like affairs or her being involved with her boyfriend or somebody that she had dealt with. I feel like this was something that they just came up with just out of nowhere. And the assault just happened because they had already planned this for financial reasons anyway. She was already the sacrifice anyway. But there was jealousy. There was lots of jealousy. This was premeditated for sure. This was premeditated for sure, okay? Six of Swords in the reverse. Somebody did not want to see her move forward here. And yeah, because the Wheel of Fortune is here, they knew that she was going, her karma, she was attracting a lot of beautiful things. The Empress attracts abundance. And so she did not want to see her move ahead in this. And so this is why they created this destructive energy. They put a price on this woman's head. So let me see. The question that I have next is what's hidden? What is hidden? So I'm going to put these back and I'm going to shuffle to see what's being hidden here. But I definitely had to do this message on behalf of Shanquella because I felt her crying out and wanting her truth to be spoken. And so it's my hopes that this will bring her some peace of mind. What's hidden, I'm already cutting the deck at the Seven of Swords. What's hidden is that this was planned and premeditated and that they came in with the intentions of stealing and taking from this young woman. What's hidden? What's hidden is the Nine of Cups in the reverse. Somebody was very unhappy. What's hidden is the Ten of Swords. This was definitely strong energy of betrayal. What's hidden is the Hermit in the reverse. Ten of Swords is at the bottom of the deck again with the Moon. Okay. What's hidden is that they're lying about this situation. Okay. They are lying. They wanted to get her alone. They needed to get her in a place where she was isolated away from those people that truly cared about her in order to betray her. Okay, because what's hidden is that they knew that this woman was headed towards success and that she had a lot of people that backed her and supported her. And so they recognized that her karma was taking her to great places and she became the perfect sacrifice for these people. What is hidden is that this was planned and premeditated long before they even traveled to go out there, because this is planning to travel with the world in this person's hands. This is planning to go and explore the world. So this was planned, premeditated murder. What's hidden is that this was all about money. Okay? This was all about money. What's hidden is that the Lovers is in the reverse. It was something where she was with a karmic partner. She was dealing with someone who was karmic, who anticipated that they would be able to receive something. I feel like there was strong also drug abuse and overindulgence of alcohol. But I feel like this was those people who betrayed her who was involved in this type of energy. Okay, what's hidden is that there's definitely a strong masculine energy here who was involved in this situation, who was emotionally and mentally unbalanced here. There was jealousy, yeah, because we have to look at this. The Queen of Swords with the King of Swords. I feel like this is the couple who was involved in doing this together. The false people, the ones wearing the mask to do this against Shanquella Robinson, who was sitting in the Empress energy. What's hidden is that this couple premeditated this along with a large community of people because this would create the narrative. This would set the narrative. Okay, so you have this so-called friend who's actually sleeping with someone who she's romantically involved with, Shanquella, but she's jealous of her at the same time because the Queen of Wands cannot compare to the Empress. The Queen of Wands cannot compare to the Empress, but yet and still, she had eyes for this person, this guy here who was also strongly involved in creating the narrative, a false partner to Shanquella, a false friend to Shanquella, okay, who anticipated that he would receive something as a result of this. All of this was planned, but it wasn't planned out well enough. So now somebody is losing sleep, okay? Someone is being tortured here. Someone is having nightmares here, and all of that dark energy surrounding what they did to Shanquella, and all of that energy that they conjured up is now coming back to them, okay? Look at this. It's their time now, okay? Because what they're trying to do, they're trying to fight things off here. They're trying to defend themselves, but it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Dark magic, spell work, the magician, everything that they did is now coming back to them, all because they manipulated the situation for the sake of financial gain. So this is why they're losing sleep, because see, when you do this type of crap, when you involve yourself in this type of energy all for the sake of some doggone money, man, that stuff backfires so fast. The pendulum got to swing back, and now it is, okay? Now it is. I feel like somebody, whoever this Queen of Cups is also going through it emotionally. Like really, really, really emotionally. They're in their feelings right now. They're losing a whole lot of sleep over the situation. They're not finding peace because they betrayed her. The Ten of Swords is here 3 times, okay? This was a strong betrayal. What's hidden is that this was a true betrayal. These people, this was all premeditated. They purposely took this woman's life. They purposely took this woman's life for the sake of financial gain. And now they're trying to keep this close to their chest in hopes that somehow they can buy their way to freedom. But look at this, y'all. The Fool is in the reverse, and so is the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. So what they thought they was going to get, they're not going to get. Because see, the moment that they get this money, they're going to end up falling and dropping dead on their damn heads, okay? Some of them are going to lose their lives. Some of them are going to lose their lives because they're going to make some really, really, really foolish decisions here, very impulsive decisions, all because of this money. All because of this money, they're going to end up causing their own destruction after what they did to this young woman, okay? They won't find rest, but guess what? Shanquella Robinson she now finds her rest and her peace, okay? She's going to be able to find her rest and her peace so that she can now evolve to higher heights in the next lifetime, okay? So the truth is now revealed. The mask is now off. So if you were confused about what was happening here, fact of the matter is that they put in this work and they premeditated, but see, they moved too damn fast. They planned this out and they moved too damn fast. I'm going to just pull a couple of more cards for what's hidden, and I'm going to close out. Every last one of these people involved in this community, that mature man, the false friends, the false lovers, all of them, they're losing it all. Privileged lady is in the reverse. They knew that she was privileged. They wanted to take everything that she had, okay? Child is here. You know, I don't know if there was a pregnancy or if, you know, I just feel like this privileged lady really did deal with her business and what she did for children. The Lovers is here with the community in the reverse. This was not her true soul tribe, her true soul family, her true friends. Of course it wasn't. They all had an ulterior motive, and this Lovers in the reverse, definitely a karmic situation, okay? Judication. There's going to be judgment, and somebody is concerned about this. They're very concerned, and they should be. They most definitely should be. So one more card. Let me just pull for the overall outcome, and then I'm going to close out the outcome of where this is going to go for this community of people. I'm going to pull that from my other deck, actually. Something about a mature woman here. This might be the counterpart to this mature man. They're concerned. They're very concerned here. The outcome for this community of people as a result of what they have done to Shanquella Robinson. So the outcome is the Seven of Cups. The Two of Pentacles. The Star card in the reverse. Look at this. The Devil and the Justice in a reverse. So, fact of the matter is this judicial system is very, very wicked. But see, they're not going to get their wish fulfillment. They're not going to get their wish fulfillment. Some of these people is going to end up overdosing on drugs because they're not going to be able to handle the energy, that's surrounding them. It's very dark energy that's surrounding them, especially with this devil and the justice card here. The outcome for these people, yeah, the truth will be revealed. Some people are going to try to run, but the truth is going to be revealed with the moon card in the reverse. And so the Seven of Pentacles is in the reverse. Whatever it is that they thought they was going to get, they're not going to get it, okay? Page of Pentacles is in the reverse, all right? I strongly just pick up this energy of justice will be served, but it's going to be served in a way where they never saw it coming. They never saw this coming. They couldn't possibly anticipate. This is what came out. Three of Pentacles in the reverse and the Three of Swords. Everybody that was involved is about to be real hurt and heartbroken about what's getting ready to happen to them. Because, see, they about to face some major, heavy karma. Look at that. I'm cutting the deck at Judgment. Judgment Day is here for every last one of these people that thought that they was not going to be revealed, okay? They being stripped down bare, and everything, every effort that they try to use to hide themselves and to cloak themselves is being revealed, because the judgment is going to come from a higher authority. It's going to come from a higher authority for what they did to this young lady. So that's the message that I have for you all. I hope this gave some of you clarity. And most importantly, peace for Shanquella Robinson. And so again, let's declare and decree that the highest form of righteous judgment comes down upon the heads of all people involved, known and unknown, and that justice is served on her behalf. So I love you all. If you want a private reading, y'all know to email me. I'll talk to you all next time.